Have you ever wondered who's behind those weirdly generic focus music playlists on Spotify? You know the ones: lo-fi beats for studying, rain sounds for sleep, ambient chill for concentration. You probably assume it's just a bunch of independent artists. But what if I told you that a huge chunk of this music, earning millions of dollars in royalties, might not be made by humans at all? What if it's all coming from secret AI music farms? Today, we're diving deep into one of the wildest stories in the music industry right now. We're talking about a shadowy world where artificial intelligence is churning out thousands of tracks a day, flooding streaming platforms, and generating a fortune for the people behind it. Is this the future of music, a brilliant business model, or is it a massive scam that's gaming the system and ripping off real artists? Let's find out. First, let's break down how this whole thing works. The Spotify payment model is key. Spotify doesn't pay artists per stream. Instead, they take all the subscription and ad revenue for a given month, put it into a giant pot, and then divide it up based on stream share. So, the more streams your music gets as a percentage of all streams on the platform, the bigger your slice of the pie. Now, imagine you could create music almost instantly and for free. That's where AI comes in. These AI music generators can produce an endless supply of simple, functional music. Think instrumental beats, ambient soundscapes, or basic piano melodies. The quality doesn't have to be groundbreaking, it just has to be listenable enough to be put on a playlist. This is where the farm concept comes into play. An operator, or a group of operators, uses AI to generate thousands upon thousands of these short tracks. We're talking tracks that are often just over 30 seconds long, because that's the minimum length required for a stream to count as played and generate a royalty. They then upload these tracks to Spotify under various fake artist names, creating a vast network of ghost musicians. But just uploading the music isn't enough. The real trick is getting people to listen. So, these operators create hundreds of playlists with very specific, search-friendly titles. Think of anything you might search for when you need background noise music for deep focus, calm meditation tracks, white noise for baby sleep. They load these playlists with their AI-generated songs. Because they control both the songs and the playlists, they can dominate the search results for these keywords. When a user searches for focus music, they find these playlists, press play, and often just let it run in the background for hours. Each 30-second track that plays counts as a stream, and with thousands of listeners playing these playlists all day, every day, the streams add up astronomically fast. So, how much money are we talking about? It's difficult to get exact figures, but investigations have uncovered networks that are earning tens of millions of dollars a year. One report traced a single network of AI-generated music back to a company in Sweden that was pulling in over $18 million annually just from these simple, formulaic tracks. And that's just one operator we know about. There could be dozens, or even hundreds, of these farms operating under the radar. Now, let's get to the big question: is this a scam? Well, it depends on who you ask. Technically, they aren't breaking any of Spotify's rules. They're creating content, uploading it, and people are listening to it. From a purely legal standpoint, it's a gray area. They found a loophole in the system and are exploiting it brilliantly. They're providing a product, background noise, that people clearly want. But from an ethical perspective, it's a lot more complicated. Human artists spend years honing their craft, pouring their hearts, souls, and life savings into creating music. They struggle to get noticed on a platform that is now saturated with content generated by a machine in seconds. The royalty pool is finite. Every dollar that goes to an AI music farm is a dollar that doesn't go to a human musician. It devalues the very idea of artistry and creativity. Think about it, a band might spend a year writing and recording an album, only to see their complex, emotional songs earn a fraction of what a 31-second AI-generated beat earns in the same amount of time. It feels fundamentally unfair. It's just like a fast food chain setting up shop next to a gourmet restaurant and using an automated burger flipper to sell 1 million burgers a day, while the chef next door painstakingly crafts every single dish by hand. Spotify itself is in a tricky position. On one hand, this activity drives up their stream counts and keeps users engaged on the platform, which looks good to investors. On the other hand, it risks alienating the entire community of human artists that their platform was originally built to support. They have started to take some action, periodically purging tracks they identify as being part of these schemes, but it's like a game of whack-a-mole. For every account they shut down, 10 more pop up. So, where do we go from here? Some people argue for a new royalty model. Maybe a user-centric model, where your subscription fee goes directly to the artists you actually listen to, would be fairer. That way, if you only listen to your favorite indie band, your money goes to them, not to an AI farm you've never even heard of. Others suggest that AI-generated music should be clearly labeled, or even segregated into its own category, so users know what they're listening to. This would allow people who just want functional background noise to find it easily, without it competing directly with human-made art. But the reality is, AI is not going away. It's only going to get more sophisticated. Soon, AI will be able to create music that is indistinguishable from, or even better than, what humans can create. This will force us to ask some really tough questions about what we value in music. Is it the final product, or the human story and emotion behind it? Is the AI music farm a stroke of business genius, or a parasitic scam? The truth is, it's probably a bit of both. It's a clever exploitation of a flawed system, but one that comes at a huge cost to human creativity. It's a wake-up call for the music industry and for us as listeners. We need to decide what kind of musical future we want to build and support. Do we want a world where art is mass-produced for maximum profit, or one where human expression is still valued and protected? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is this a genius hack or is it destroying the music industry? I'm really curious to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird and wonderful corners of the internet. See you next time.